My name is Bill Hochman. I'm now Professor Emeritus of History. I taught for 54 years at Colorado College. It was my privilege to do that. I miss it very much. I once made a study, maybe for the, now it's called the Faculty Executive Committee. In those days, it was the Committee on Committees, and when I was chairman of that, I think I made a study, and it turned out that you spend more clock minutes every day in the block plan than you do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 50 minutes. So it was terribly intense. And that was like being dropped into a cold bath at first. Wow. But it was fun. Now, the question that would always come up, and people have always asked me, do you think the block system was better than the semester system? I'm not sure about that. It had great advantages. The advantage for classes to go abroad, to go in the mountains. I had my advisees who went to France, to England, or to Mexico, or to the mountains. That was great. And I think very, very valuable. You couldn't do that under the semester plan because you'd miss other classes. You couldn't do that. I'll tell you another thing that the block plan was really good for. It enabled people, faculty members, to teach together. It was hard to do that under the semester plan, but it was nice to join with another faculty member for a block. I taught for many years with Ailey Boderman, we had, and with Glenn Gray. I taught war violence in the humanities. I taught freedom and authority with a big class I did with Ailey Boderman in sociology was morality and war. And we did that for many years. But I wanted to remember them to remember what it was like to live in a Great Depression and what families faced, what young people faced, and why the idea that the government should be responsible for human suffering was an important idea. That's what I wanted. Yeah. At the end of recent U.S. history, I used to say, look, I don't care whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, which wasn't quite true, but I hope that you'll have an interest in public affairs and be sensitive to people who are less fortunate than you, who, but for the accident of fate or the grace of God, might be yourselves. That's what I wanted them to get out of the course. I think it's an earth-shaking change. That's what, and it involves intensity of faculty involvement. I mean, you got to really work hard to do 3 hours of teaching, a whole week of what you did Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in one day. And you got to be ready for that. It was no longer experimental. We had it. And as I say again and again, it's the thing we do.